let's start off with one of the largest pieces of news recently. AstroWorld and Travis Scott. So I know you guys definitely heard about this recently.
Yeah, everyone saw this.
Big. It's been a huge thing. So just in case you don't know what happened, AstroWorld is a massive festival done by Travis Scott every year. Travis Scott's kind of known for gassing up the what you call raging, which is basically partying like crazy and
having mosh pits in the
mosh
UK.
pits, jumping, all this kind of stuff. And basically what happened was a massive stampede. Everyone was crushing the front of the stage. They had clearly way too many people in the festival, and it came to a point where people were describing it as, if you jump, you will not move, you will stay there, because everyone was so closely packed together that people were so closely packed that the air would escape your lungs, and people were passing out left, right, and center. Ambulances are trying to move through crowds. People
are dancing on top of the ambulance.
They're raging on top of the ambulance.
Fuck all of that shit, bro.
And I don't. If you fell, no one could see you below, so you were stamped on.
Imagine if you were short as well. Oh my days.
Like a 9-year-old kid who they stamped on.
Yeah, it's mean like
one of the deaths was a
9-year-old kid.
How many people died? Like 9, 8?
8 people died. One person's brain dead in hospital. I know majority of people are in critical condition.
Yeah,
it is a massive fuck up.
Like 600, 700 injured.
Yeah, in total, which is shocking, and a lot of people sending blame now everywhere. So if we talk about
who's trying to blame, they're trying to blame Travis Scott, and they're trying to blame whoever produced it or something.
Live Nation is getting a lot of blame, but then also surprisingly a cameraman is getting huge blame. And this is something that I was like, you know what, Twitter are just straight up fucking pitchforks and attack anyone.
They went too far.
So there's a video that came out of a cameraman obviously doing his job recording. And this lady shouting, he's on a podium and he's shouting, "Oh, people are dying, stop the festival, people are dying, stop the festival." And obviously he was ignoring her. And because of that, obviously it shows that he had a lack of care for the people who were...
Is he wearing headphones? Has he got AirPods in? Has he got like something?
Nah, he doesn't listen to what she said. I was like, listen, what... Like, he was like, no, obviously I'm not going to do... Okay. And then, so they're attacking him saying he's heartless, he deserves the blame, he deserves to get cancelled, da-da-da. And I was just sitting there on Twitter thinking... Since when did the cameraman get all this power to stop a whole festival?
He doesn't have a directive, And how often are people passing out in a festival?
100%. Yeah, and he won't know the full picture from what she just shouted at him.
Oh, he's got a good view because he's on the podium. Not really. There's a sea of people.
He's
pointing at them.
Yeah, he's just recording and doing his fucking job.
Not even that. Sometimes, let's say he was worried, he's like, oh my god, something's going on. He's like, it's just drugged up people. They're just...
Yeah, you're not going to believe her.
Who are passed out, and this drugged up bitch is coming in front of me telling me to cancel the whole show. Oh yeah, let me cancel the whole show. I cancel it. I told everyone we have to cancel it. I go onto the fucking stage, pull out everything. I was like, we have to stop. People are dying. And then they later find out, no one actually died. Some guys, couple of guys passed out. Oh, you listen to a random girl who's drugged up, most likely, and she told you, and now you've lost your job. And then everyone's like, I remember on Twitter, people fighting me over this. They were like,
oh, really?
Bro, they were attacking me. And they were telling me, oh, yeah, you're telling me you're going to, is your job more worth it than people's lives? I'm thinking, possible lives. We don't even know. Majority of the time, people are passing out. Yeah. I'm not going to risk my job on a random thing screaming, people are dying, stop the festival. How about you go to the police? There's police everywhere. Go to a security man.
Why didn't the girl carry on to Travis Scott? Why did she stop at the cameraman?
Exactly.
She didn't care enough to carry on to the main stage. You can blame anyone.
You can blame anyone. And then that's why I was a little bit annoyed with that. I'm like, you're literally blaming an innocent man, like, who has zero power. Like, come on. At least, blame Live Nation, the guys who organised the festival. Me, personally, where I kind of lay majority of the blame is at Live Nation. Yeah. Travis Scott, I think, does have some sort of blame here and there, but not too much. Reason I say this, Live Nation are the guys who do health and safety. Right. They're the guys who coordinate how many tickets they sell. How many people are allowed, security.
Yeah, they're the guys. People broke through in it.
Yeah, people broke. So if you're telling me if they cut that festival size-wise by half, that there will be a stampede, no.
Yeah.
Easily no. So Travis Scott, you could say inciting, stampedes by telling people, rage, but that's kind of his job. That's how he makes money. Well, I can't hear myself, bro. Hello? Sorry. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so, inciting violence and that kind of stuff. Inciting a stampede, you could say, but that's somewhat his job, I reckon.
Okay.
Not really inciting it to where it is, unsafe, which I do agree he has done that. But he's meant to make it. Oh, let's rage. You know, he's trying to put a
Right.
performance on,
Yeah.
and that performance did lead to people dying. And
Yeah.
you know, I can agree. Yes, there is some blame to be at Travis Scott's door, but the main blame should be at Live Nation. And you know, people are suing Travis Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's been like loads of
Drake's getting sued just for being on stage. He's
Oh,
getting
seriously?
sued. Yeah,
Oh, fuck, guy.
Live Nation getting sued.
Well, Live Nation have a history of this.
And they
They have a history of people dying at these festivals. They've multiple festivals in the past that they've been responsible for have had multiple deaths. The same sort of situation where they just don't care. They kind of hide it under the rug and they carry on. They've been able to get away with it for so long now.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, just because Travis Scott is super famous and everything, like especially on social media and stuff like that, does this happen like on like loads of like, I don't know, rock concerts and death metal concerts and shit? Like I don't know, maybe like some Norwegian like
Actually-
Viking concert. Like,
Actually, people were using rock concerts as an example of where they do mosh pits but do it safely. There's an air of pick up your person if you see them fall.
Yeah.
And to be honest, in rock, I think because these, especially rock crowds, they're a bit older. It's not younger people really, so they've grown up in the whole mosh pit era, and they've also learned that, you know, we're looking out for each other. But this is like Travis Scott; everyone's looking out for
Just
themselves.
fight each other.
Everyone's
Just fight
fighting
each
each
other,
other.
yeah.
You know, it's not really about. And then I also have one big thing. Why the fuck are there children at this festival?
Yeah, why was there 9? Was it 9?
9-year-old? The
Why?
dad had the child on his shoulders.
I guess you're allowed if you're
and
with
then
a parent.
and because he was trying to save the child, but then he got squeezed so much that he passed out and the child fell,
No.
and then that's why he got stamped out. But look, I'm just saying, you know, as a child, like I don't think children should really be in these kind of festivals personally, but I'm not gonna blame the dad entirely for bringing your child, because you know you don't expect a child to die at a festival. But
exactly.
I'm just like,
But maybe not that
also,
kind of rest.
but why are kids?
Maybe
being
go
at-
to a different one.
Yeah, and people are saying, you know, Travis Scott, obviously, because he does kind of market to kids, you know, the burger, Travis Scott burger,
Fortnite.
the McDonald's, Fortnite, you know.
Oh, right, okay.
So you could say,
I
you could say
forgot about
that.
that. I forgot.
Yeah, so you could say maybe, you know, but again, like I wouldn't be, like, you know, as you know, us guys, we know.
So Fortnite's to blame.
Concerts are the max you could really be going to as a kid. I
Yeah,
could see
yeah, yeah.
festivals are where people are getting licked, drugged up. I'm not
Yeah.
bringing my child there, bro.
That's not
Fuck.
dumb. Yeah.
I've, not,
What the fuck?
I've never seen a child, I don't think, at a festival.
Same. That's why
Yeah.
I'm very surprised about the children. That's why
It was a concert, I suppose. I don't know. Was it a concert or festival?
It was a festival. AstroWorld was a festival.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is,
shit.
yeah.
So everyone's drugged up and shit, bro.
Yeah, and that's
Fuck.
like this, especially at his concerts. That's the type of scene you're gonna get
Exactly.
is drugs and like violence and stuff.
lean,
It's,
all
it
that
is a
kind
bit
of
weird.
But yeah, it was a very interesting thing that happened. I'm just surprised that
lawsuits.
one thing I'm kind of happy about is that people are now going to look at the fact that overselling festivals that has been happening for so long. Overselling, fam. You go to I've been to like, you know, like Studio 338 where they've literally oversold the entire crowd where you can't even move.
Yeah.
So what's the point? You've oversold the entire thing just
Yeah,
to
it's
make
not
money.
enjoyable,
It's
yeah.
not even enjoyable. So and I think since COVID they've started to get a bit better with that, because obviously numbers wise, all that
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But now they're reverting back to the old ways. But I think after what's happening, Travis Scott, these guys are gonna start wondering. Yeah, we need to have a certain number of people there to keep it enough space for everyone to enjoy, because it's just not fun. I don't think, just to have those massive waves of people
Yeah,
pushing
exactly.
each other.
Yeah.
They're trying to cash in from all the festivals they missed out from last year.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good for Travis. He was out there tweeting people, "Oh, guys, break down the fences."
Yeah. Really.
He
Nah.
was.
Yeah. He didn't make himself look any better. Like he struggled to put himself in a good position there. Like
He'll just get a fine, pay it, and move on. Like,
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that
I don't
was
think he cares.
well. That's what happened in the previous times where issues occurred like this, but this time, obviously, much more big. Like it's huge.
yeah, with so many lawsuits, you never know, something actually
no,
might
this
come
time,
out.
this
of it.
time he's gonna be a bit more.
Like, you don't want to lose money, really. Like,
And he's losing a lot of money out.
and he's losing like fans, I guess, if people are dying at his concerts. Fuck.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
exactly.
And yeah, the reputation's going downhill.